it's fine. You know, that's what you have teammates for. The louder we are on the bench, the more we feed off of it every single time. Like Lando makes a block shot or something, you got to get pumped from it. So, and practice is hard. We're conditioned. We're ready to go. So.
You feel it's tougher getting into the third period, kind of playing these kind of minutes? You feel like the last 10 minutes was fatigue at all? You felt that?
Anything that you do that you give 100%, the last few reps is going to be tough. It should be, but that's where your mind has to take over, and you got to be able to have a strong enough mentality to work through it and play for your teammates. That's when you play for the name on the front, not the name on the back.
What was the crowd like tonight?
It was good. Yeah, it's always fun to play here. Always fun to play at home. Seeing everybody with Riveters jerseys on is, you know, it's great. It's awesome. It's great.
Did you notice a difference from the first game to this game?
A little bit quieter, but not by much. So I definitely, you know, it's anytime I get to play and I see, especially the little kids in the stand, like it's that you get pumped from it. So.
What'd you think of that no goal call?
The
high stake?
I didn't have a good enough view. Anytime my team scores, I think it should count. So.
Have you been able to see any improvement over the last few games from your teammates so far?
Yeah. I think this game in itself is a testament to that. When we play our systems and when we play together, we are unstoppable. We can frustrate anybody in this league, and we're going to get great opportunities off of it. So all those little things are going to come. We're getting shots, we're getting even better scoring opportunities, more shots from the house, so it's fun. It's fun to be developing and getting to know each other, and I'm really excited for what this team's going to have and come March, come playoffs.
What did you guys work on this week, or do you think it was a mental change from last week?
I think it was just all of us kind of going back, a little bit of a mental change, just talking with each other and being like, all right, practice, let's pick each other up. When we do systems, we need to focus. We shortened up some of our drills, did some more drills just to keep them high intensity, keep them rolling the entire time, and I think that really helped. So that was a great adjustment by our coaches that I think really showed today. So.
What were you able to see when you scored? What were you able to see on the defensive end from Connecticut during your goal?
I saw that I was going to shoot the puck as hard as I possibly could and hope it goes in the back of the net. So I just know 5-on-3, that's where you want to be patient, you want to pass around the puck, and when you have a good one-timing spot, it's going to be tough to stop. So, Farland and me had been practicing that after Friday. We stayed an extra 15 minutes, and we're just doing one-timers with Celeste, so I'm glad that paid off.
What do they mean for you, and I guess the rest of your teammates, if you could speak for them, to be able to play for Strides for the Cure and be able to raise such a good money for such a great cause in breast cancer?
Yeah, I think you know, breast cancer, everybody's been affected by it. Everybody knows somebody, so it's kind of that game where you can think about the people who you're trying to help, play for them. It just makes it a little bit more of an emotional day. So it's definitely anytime we can play to benefit somebody else. You know, that's a great thing. There's nothing wrong with that. So.
3 games in, what are you guys feeling good about as a team out there, and what do you still feel like you need to?
We are going to be the hardest working, grittiest, most annoying team to play against, and I am so confident of that, especially after today. So I think that that's something that every team should be afraid to play against us. And I think that just continuing to work on doing the little things, and especially, man, when we get a 2-on-1, those chances in front of the net, just bearing down, but also relaxing. Sometimes when you squeeze your stick too tight, that's when you miss those wide open nets. So just focusing on that, focusing on being a team, and those the goals will come.
You guys seem to play a little bit better today than you did last week. What contributed to that?
I think last week was pretty bad, so I hope we never get worse than that. So I think that you know, we all showed up to play, we're ready to go. Last week obviously had some weird events that I've never had to deal with in my hockey career. So we were all ready, we were relaxed, ready to go, and you know, being 0-2, 0-3, that's more and more motivation for everybody. We want to get that first one, we want to keep going, we want to keep building every single game. So.
Earning a lot of power plays tonight, especially compared to the first 2 games, and seem to really be making a point, obviously, with your goal. Is there a specific sort of power play attack you guys are going for? It looks like, you know, you talk about the one-timers. It seems like, you know, although both have been taken away from you, a lot of high tips. Is that all part of the system you guys are working on?
Well, so 5-on-3, that's kind of where you get into just a shooting situation. So it's pretty standard. Our power plays, we have 2 units. We've been kind of trying out different things, trying to see what works. So I think until we really establish what our identity is and how we have players who can fit what role, we'll probably continue to keep modifying it. Some teams you go on and doing a shooting umbrella is going to work every single time. Other times you're on a team and the players just fit a hybrid model. Other times players fit an overload. So I think until we really establish where everybody fits and start scoring tons of power play goals, then we might have this kind of mixed identity on the power play. But just in general with this game, coaches keep emphasizing D shots and tips are going to be really a big difference, and power play, penalty kill, special teams. So.
You know, it's the last 6 or 7 weeks. They're all buying into the systems. We did look like a different team out there. I thought the girls deserved a better fate. They're finally believing in the systems, buying into the systems. You know, they played it real strong. They played a great game tonight. Again, they deserve a better fate.
I'm sure you talked about this already, but did you like your team's overall performance tonight versus the last home game?
Oh, absolutely. Night and day. Again, we just talked about the systems, but it's a process. It's about raising the bar every day, every week, and you know, it's a full season getting ready for playoffs, and I like what I saw today. And as long as we keep raising that bar every day, and we're going to be a team I think other teams don't want to play against by the end of the year by playoffs.
Any thoughts on Nana's performance today?
Yeah, she played great. I mean, 2 goals. I don't know what she had, 20, 25 shots against. The second power play goal, she was screened pretty bad. I don't think she had a chance. So she played a rock solid game.
Did you get a look at the high stick would-be goal?
I mean, I only saw it from the bench. I don't. I'll see the video again. I don't know how good the video is, so I don't know if they'll be able to take it out. A handful of people said it actually hit one of Connecticut sticks. Again, from the bench, it looked like it was the right call by the ref.
Oh, the transition game looks much improved. Is that just something that's been coming with players growing familiar with each other in the systems? Is that just, you know, people picking up on what you're trying to do here?
Yeah, so they're just getting comfortable with the systems. They're being more confident with the puck. You know, they're willing to hold on to it a little second longer and get their head up and make a play. You know, the wingers, the centers did a nice job in the neutral zone getting open, and that's half the battle. If you have the puck and nobody's going to get open, it's tough to advance the puck up the ice. So overall, they did a nice job of the transition. I play like that every game. You know, it's her job to give us a chance to win every night. She did that tonight.
She disallowed goals. What does it take to get the offense going?
Yeah, I think we might be setting a record here early for disallowed goals. Goals called in against us that maybe we shouldn't have been allowed. You know, again, we gotta stay the course, stick to the systems. It's gonna come. We had a ton of opportunities tonight. We did a lot of. We got the puck to the point. We spread the zone out. We got the puck to the net. One of these days, it's gonna start going in.
You seem like you're feeling better about this game than you were about last game. Anything in particular that kind of changed your attitude here?
Well, we competed tonight. We won battles, so probably the majority of the battles. You know, there was some fire there. You know, there was attention to detail. They played the systems. Again, I said it before. They deserve a better fate tonight.
Can you talk about the third period, because it just kind of seemed like everything came together. Like Nana really pulled it in. Everybody seemed to get more aggressive and offensive. There was a lot of time spent in the offensive zone.
Yeah, I mean, I even think the second period we absolutely dominated them. I think we spent the majority of the second period in their zone, and it was nice to see they continued into the third period. Even though at the beginning of the third period we were tied, and we didn't take the foot off the gas there, and they scored a power play goal, but the girls didn't give up. They kept fighting.
Early in the third period, you had a power play, and there was a whistle that was a little bit confusing there when you were putting on some pressure, and Packer was discussing with the ref. Do you have insight as to what kind of halted play there?
That might have been when they were going to call too many men on the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the linesman blew it down, was going to make the call. Maybe the ref came over and explained that they didn't touch the puck, and that it was just, I guess he was not changing his call, but, you know, overruling the linesman, so it was probably the right call.